Welcome to Building Blocks, the cooking show where you learn to make your own ingredients. I'm your host, Kim Saka, and on today's episode we're going to be making lard. Homemade lard can be a vitamin-rich fat to use in frying, baking pastries, and making tortillas and refried beans. After we get this lard in the oven, I'll show you my recipe for whole wheat dairy-free biscuits. All you need to make lard is leaf lard. This can be bought from your butcher or your local range. This is what it looks like, and we're just going to cut it up into 1 to 2 inch cubes. So we have our leaf lard cut into smaller pieces and placed on our broiler pan. The broiler pan normally comes with the oven. You can see here it's just has slots in it so that the fat can all collect underneath. So we'll put this in the oven to render, or let the fat melt, on 225 for about 4 hours. Now we're ready to make our biscuits. Now we're going to make biscuits. I have a couple cups of whole wheat pastry flour. To that we're going to add our salt and baking soda and whisk it together. Then we cut in the lard. This lard has been chilling in the fridge. And you can just use your fingers. I like to get messy. So I finished cutting in the lard. So you can see it's just looks like a coarse meal here. And now I'm going to use a fork to mix in the egg and rice milk. Now remember, with all of these ingredient amounts, you can go onto our website, buildingblocksshow.com, and get the exact amounts. You'll notice I didn't put in all of the rice milk because I just want to make sure it doesn't get too wet, so just put in most of it, and we'll see here if I need it all. So I have all the ingredients for the biscuits mixed together, and we're going to roll it out on a lightly floured board. You want to work the biscuit dough as little as possible. So just until the ingredients are combined, then put it out on the board. Just roll it out quickly. It should be about ½ inch thick. I'm using a large biscuit cutter, and I'm going to just press down into the dough, straight down and straight up. You don't want to twist, because if you just go straight down and straight up, they'll rise up nicer. We have a baking stone here. We're just going to put them in. If you don't have a baking stone, you can just use a regular cookie sheet with a piece of parchment paper on top. Here we have the biscuits in the baking stone. As you can see, they're touching so that when you take them out, you kind of can pull them apart. But if you don't like it that way, you could spread them a ½ inch apart as well. We're going to put them in the oven at 450 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes until they're lightly golden brown on the top. I've taken the lard out of the oven and we're going to strain it. First, let's just take these pieces and put them in a bowl to set aside. Okay, so we set this aside, and we're going to remove the top part of our broiler pan here, and just make sure we have all the fat off of there. What I have here is a glass bowl with a fine mesh sieve and a couple layers of cheesecloth. Just going to take the pan and very gently pour it in. Okay, now we can take the cheesecloth, let it drip. And we'll put this right away into the fridge. You want to cool it as soon as you're done straining it. You should be able to get about a cup of lard for every pound of leaf lard that you use. Now we're going to take our biscuits out of the oven. They're beautiful golden brown. That's all for our show today. Remember to come visit us at buildingblockshow.com. You can see other episodes and get all of the recipes for what we saw here today, and also some more recipes for how to use your lard. And remember to make all your cooking an adventure.